They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Kaepernick now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Flush to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
And
that's caught inside the 35. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for L.A.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to...
He's got a man, complete.
Too easy right
Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Point after, right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
13 yards remaining on second down.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brian Burns, his second sack of the night. Here's Johnny Hekker now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they can't bring him down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Kaepernick going to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Ernest Jones.
Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On the give, this is Akers.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 46, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
To throw, Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The is going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick, eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Going up top. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Play action. It's Newton. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Von Miller bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. 3rd and long. It's Newton. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for... And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll run on first down with Cannon. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And the snap comes at 1. Now Kaepernick. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Newton's throw here on target to Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They fake the give. Newton.
Oh, Anderson, what a catch that is.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run here with Evans.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Newton.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Kaepernick. On the screen, this is Cannon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. To throw, Kaepernick. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kevin King with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, Want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cannon going to try the left side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He completes it to Beckham. The 30. 10. Touchdown, LA. Odell Beckham, 78 yards.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And some room to maneuver. 20. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 15. A big play there from McCaffrey. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Newton. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw, Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Get in there, get what you want, Jay. Get in there, get what you want, boy.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Carolina, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.